Hello and welcome to another Cryptic Crossword solve. This time it's the Guardian Cryptic Crossword number 27572, sent by Boatman, originally released on Friday the 27th of July 2018. This is one that I've plucked out from the Guardian archives at random and for no particular reason other than haven't really featured Boatman here except once, I believe, and he's a very good setter indeed. So I'm hoping that this will be a lot of fun. And typically, a lot of his puzzles tend to have a theme associated with them, so that's worth looking out for as well. So here we go. Across. Get stricter reporting on match. Ahead by a big margin. There's a homophone of sorts happening here, where reporting on is an indicator for that, and I suspect therefore the definition is probably get stricter. Tighten up. Oh, tie, T-I-G-H, sounds a lot like tie, T-I-E, which is match. And I suppose if you're ahead by a big margin, you could be, well, any number up, but 10 up would certainly be likely here. Let's confirm it with one down if we can. Lassie is not even a flirt. Not even can often mean alternate letters. And yes, definition is flirt, and if we take the even letters of, in this case, the lassie, we have T's, T-E-A-S-E. In fact, just scanning the clues, I can already see here that we have a lot of reference to girl and boy, so I suspect there is a theme around, I presume, some sort of gender. Two down. Ill-informed judgments have visitors losing time around the home counties. Well, the home counties are those that are immediately surrounding London, Hertfordshire, Bedfordshire, that sort of thing. They're typically in the southeast as well. Ill-informed judgments. Visitors are guests, I suppose, without the T for time, is G-U-E-S-S. And then SE, as I say, for home counties, and guesses are opposing informed judgments. Does look like tighten up is correct, 3 down. Heartless teenager could be TR. In meal featuring tropical fish. Well, I happen to know because it's a popular brand of fish food. Tetra is a tropical fish, and that would mean we have TR for heartless teenager, and the meal happens to be T. Hit across East Germany without any changes for the better. Well, for the better could mean an improvement of some sort, but it could also be a reference to one who gambles. And I'm wondering actually if East Germany without any are the letters of East Germany without ANY and anagrammized. That is 8 letters, and we can make the word gamester, and a gamester is somebody who gambles. Perhaps girl dancing in cage is harlot. Well, the way the clue's constructed, it makes me want to look for an embedded clue, or indeed an embedded answer within the clue. and just from the letters, geisha is in there. Is a dancing girl. Pull down boy and not boy. And not in Boolean logic is nor, I suppose. Another word for boy is Bert. Norbert is a boy. Down party leader could be the initial P, I suppose, the leader being the beginning letter. Party leader built up a fabrication to provide security. Provide security, is it protection? So it could be P plus built up A as an anagramised solution. Put up bail fit as in provide security as in the monies for bail. Line across girl again, overwhelmed by rattle. Perhaps it makes a loud noise. Sure on that, yeah, 11 across. People like Nero in Rome, always heading back after gold. Heading back after gold suggests a word where we're taking the initial letter and putting it at the end. Gold, apart from being a chemical element, can often be abbreviated to AU or OR in the collar. Okay, emperors are people like Nero. And semper is Latin for always. The definition isn't actually people like Nero in Rome, but in Rome, if you were speaking in Rome of Nero's time, I suppose, you would be speaking Latin, and therefore semper is Latin for always, which is in there. And in fact, if we take the S that would be here and put it at the end, after gold, which is OR in this case, we have the word we're looking for. It's quite a nice clue. Seen across, Boatman might try this to catch girl, wants to get excited. Boatman's sort of trademark, I suppose, in his crosswords is to often inject himself into the clue, and therefore, because of the construction of the word boatman, that has a lot of naval connections, which in crossword land often can be abbreviated to things like AB for able-bodied and that sort of thing, or indeed because it's a reference to the setter, it could just be me or I sort of thing. So that's one to watch out for. There'll be a reason why he's put himself here. It will be part of the wordplay. Or not, because actually I think he's possibly part of the definition. I think we have to ignore all punctuation and anagramize girl want, and I think we can make trawling and somebody who works on a boat trawl to get a catch of fish. Six down again. Boatman's really odd, being neither animal nor vegetable. Well, if it's not an animal or vegetable, it must therefore be a mineral. Mine is Boatman. And really odd, just the alternate letters are really for RAL. Line across girl, Okay, overwhelmed by rattle. Hanoi would fit. Anne is a girl and a toy is a rattle. It's in the thing you give to babies, and when they shake it, it makes a rattling sound. 6 across, girl, wife, runs out. I think the definition here is a girl's name because I think we're told to think of a word that means to become a wife and take an R out. R is a valid abbreviation for runs, as in cricket. So I would say here that to marry is to become wife, and if you take an R out of marry, you can make the word Mary. 7 down. Cultivation. Ordering a new world flower or flower, depending on it's an anagram of ordering a Rio Grande. Yep, this. Boy that is getting backing for votes for women. That is IE, and a lad is a boy, and I think backing for votes is the letter S. And I think if you put all that together, we have ladies, women, which is quite nice. Okay, 20 down. We appear to be going clockwise at least. Boy, again, handy without being challenging. Oh, challenging defiance. Deft is handy. Ian is another boy's name. I think this is one of those examples where the sort of theme that we have going on here occasionally helps with some of the thinking, and Ian is just a common crossword name that comes up all the time. 22 across an F in the middle. As a married woman, her organisation procures an end to injustice in damsel, perhaps. Her organisation, because of the theme, I want to be WI for the Women's Institute. End to injustice is the letter E. We could make the word wife, therefore, which is suspect, but in a good way given the theme. So possibly WI and an E with that F, and that F must form part of the wordplay. Damsel, perhaps. Ah, it's not a damsel as in a damsel in distress as a woman, but there is such a thing as a damsel fly, and therefore the definition is as a married woman, and therefore we can make the word wifely. 23 down. Fasten shoes with raised design is laced, which is a reversal of the word decal, which is designed. 22 down. Girl to become wife. Okay. Keeps name at end of ceremony. Become wife. We've seen a few of those. I think with the W there, it could be wed. One is newlywed or yet to be wed, but it still fits. Keeps name. Well, so we're told that we can probably put a letter N for name, which is a valid abbreviation inside of wed, and that's wend. And then end of ceremony is the letter Y, and indeed, as a definition of girl, Wendy is a valid girl's name. 25 across, Native American ritual for boys, say, and Reformed church. Boys say might actually be a homophone indicator, because I think it probably begins with son, but not as we want it to be, as in SON, but SUN. And that leaves some dance, I presume, because CE is a valid abbreviation for church. It's in the Church of England. And Reformed is anagrammizing the letters of and. Some dances are Native American ritual, I presume. 18 down. The young get nutrients from this cola. Sky broadcast. So punctuation in the clues can be a very big hint, or they can be very misleading deliberately. And I think that we are meant to ignore the punctuation. I think an anagramize cola and sky together. The young get nutrients from this. I think there is such a thing as a yolk sac, presumably of an egg, where there are nutrients in that. And I think yolk sac is an anagram of cola sky, therefore. across. New in Percy worked with another boy to put into code that's encrypted. N for new, with Percy worked as an anagram, plus Ted, which is another boy, indeed another boy's name. 14 down, translated article about principle of using barrels to deliver oil. Article about, could be the letters of article, and that gives us 7. Principle of using barrels could be the letters U and B. Lubricate is to deliver oil, in the sense that you oil something with it. And that gives us, indeed, an anagram of article plus U and B for principle. 24, a girl seen in series of articles. I suspect series of articles is going to be a grammatical reference for words such as the and an and a and that sort of thing. And we're looking for another girl's name. I don't know it. I need some more letters. Was 21 across. August, 1 month before April, and usually around end of June. I think the definition here is August. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm probably mispronunciating that. It should be August. In something's august, it's impressive, it's respectable. Imperial fit. Imperial is another word for August. Nothing to do with months at all, and it's a very clever clue in the way it's been actually worded. Why is it imperial? I is 1. N is month. April unusually, it's just the letters of April anagrammized, and the end of June is an E. Sweet. 16. Boy slips out, perhaps. Anagram of boy slips, possibly, for perhaps. 17 down. Boy makes moving dance with girl. Step is a moving dance, and the girl must be a hen. The boy's name, Stephen. I don't know what that is. 26. Foremost of girls' relatives, always nurturing. Okay. So foremost of all of that is the beginning letters. And we have the word gran. Nice. Of cross. Girl and boy married with prayer book. Definition must be prayer book. Missile would fit. Miss is a girl and Al is a boy. 13 down. One who digs heavy metal in club, either boy or girl say, is probably iron miner. I do wonder. The iron miner. Iron is a golf club. And the miner is girl, boy, either boy or girl. Okay. 24. The Anthea. The one who digs the metal in club must be iron miner. Yeah. Wow. There we go. The entire crossword solved. Pretty darn decent. I really liked this. I think the sort of clues to the sort of girls and boys to sort of help train the mind as to the likely candidates that there might be for different names. Great crossword, fantastic setup. Thanks for watching.